So back into the international scene we go as we wrap up match day number 5. Here comes part 3 and my predictions. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. This time we're taking a look at match day number 5, part 3 in the old European 2020 qualifying campaign, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, European 2020 related, world football related. We're going to all here under one roof. Skis. That's right, folks. So we've got a lot to talk about, so let's pump through it as we do. And take a little look back at the last results for these nations that are involved in this match day, in this part anyway. We've covered the past couple of days, the previous match days, you know, if you know what I mean. As you can see, the three days of Euro 2020 match days, this is the last day of it. I'm complicating things. Anyway, let's get cracking and take a little look at the results from the last time out. Bulgaria took on Kosovo. That ended up as a 3-2 victory for Kosovo. Away from home, actually picked a 2-0 win for Kosovo, so not too shabby indeed. The Czech Republic smashed Montenegro, 3-0 final score. Actually went with a 3-1 win the other way, so got that one wrong as well. Serbia took on Lithuania. That ended up with a 4-1 win for Serbia. Actually went with a 2-0 win, so not too bad indeed. And Ukraine, believe it or not, just squeaked past Luxembourg at home, 1-0. Actually went with a 4-0 win, so not too shabby. Albania took on Moldova. That ended up as a 2-0 win for Albania. Actually went with a 1-0 win. Andorra did lose to France at home, a 4-0. Actually went with a 3-0. And I went with a draw, 2-2, Iceland against Turkey. But it was a final score, 2-1. Bit of a good one. Bit of a boost that for Iceland. So just 1 goal shy, but ultimately I got the one wrong. So let's take a look at the state of flux with these nations and how they lie in their group. Obviously, England were involved in the old Nations League. They're going to play a little bit of catch-up football over the next couple of match days. They kind of sit top of the pops though. 2 wins, 2 games, 2 wins, just 1 goal conceded. 10 goals scored, so they're looking pretty tip-top at the moment. Czech Republic hot on the heels though, 6 points as well, but they played a game more. Kosovo ain't out of the thick of things either, 5 points on the board. Montenegro and Bulgaria also in the hunt. So England do look good, but it's wide open for second spot in the year. You can't rule out anybody. And a quick look at the games down below to see what's left for Group A. Over in Group B, it is Ukraine's to lose. And look at that, Luxembourg sitting in second spot. How bonkers is that? Come on, Luxembourg. Surprise us all. Both Ukraine and Luxembourg have played more games than Serbia and Portugal, who are probably the favourites for this group. Yeah, so I would absolutely love to see Luxembourg compete towards the bitter end, but I think their running gets a little bit trickier. They got to take on Serbia and Portugal twice, and Lithuania. So they might have another win on their cards if they beat Lithuania, but then they've got to kind of scrape it out a little bit if they're gonna duke it out. Anyway, moving on to Group H, France is, oh, look at this, there's a bit of a surprise here. So 3 teams level on 9 points, all played the same amount of games as well. France are currently top the pops with goal difference, superior goal difference to Turkey and Iceland. Albania aren't out of it yet, with 6 points as well. That's quite a surprise there. I didn't know it was that close, but I'm sure it will sort itself out. I think they must have lost to Turkey, France to Turkey. Must have been this one here. But anyway, it is looking very tight in Group H. So let's take a look at match day number 5, part 3, and my predictions for this group. Just give me a minute while I fire up the juice over here. So Kosovo taking on Czech Republic over in Group A. Kosovo come into this without a loss so far in the group, sitting 3rd spot at the moment. Can see, well, the goal difference is pretty slim pickings, just the 1 goal difference between their scored and conceded up against the Czech Republic side, who come into this back-to-back wins, it looks like. So they're in good form at the moment with Czech Republic, but can they beat Kosovo away from home? I'm actually going to go with a 2-1 win for Kosovo to take the 3 points, and that put them on same amount. Well, actually put them on more points than Czech Republic. That pushed them into the 2nd spot, as it's such a massive game in Group A. Meanwhile, England taking on Bulgaria at home. Bulgaria coming to this without a win so far. 2 draws, 2 defeats. England on the flip side, again, they were in Nations League action, so their eyes been taken off the ball a little bit, but hopefully they can bounce back, and they will do with a 3-0 win at home, and there might be more goals to it, but I'm going to play safe with a cautious 3-0. Lithuania up against Ukraine. This is over in Group B. Ukraine come into this 10 points out of a possible 12. Just 1 goal conceded so far up against the Lithuanian side, who are bottom. Picked up 1 point on the campaign so far. It is over in Lithuania, so it's got a little bit of an edge to it. But realistically, I think Ukraine will nick it. 2-1 final score. Serbia up against Portugal. Looks like Luxembourg have got the weekend off, so they could actually still sit. No, they won't. They won't be able to sit. They will get knocked out second spot at the end of this match day. Serbia against Portugal. Two sort of the two teams I thought would be competing for the top 2 spots in this one. But it looks like one of them is going to go, probably not make it. But I'm just going to go with a 2-1 win on this one. Serbia do come into this with 4 points. Portugal on the flip side come into this with 2 points. Portugal yet to taste defeat, but they've yet to taste a victory as well. But they are current European champions. They are current Nations League champions as well. But they will lose to Serbia, and they'll take them up to 7 points into second spot. Luxembourg will drop down into third, heading into match day number 6. Overall, we're talking match day number 6. The grand scheme of things. Iceland taking on Moldova, and this is over in Group H. This is the very, very tight group. Iceland currently joint top alongside France and Turkey with 9 points on the board. Just one defeat to their name. Up against Moldova, and you would say this is an easier game. Obviously, it's over in Reykjavik. Iceland come into this, I think, 2 wins out of the past 3 games. Moldova come into this on the back of a defeat as well. They've conceded 10 along the way. Only scored 2, Moldova. Iceland on the flip side got a kind of level playing field. 5 goals scored, 5 goals conceded. They will take a 2-0 win over Moldova on this one to give themselves 12 points and put them in contention for an outright lead, depending on what goes on elsewhere. Meanwhile, France are taking on Albania. It's probably the more difficult of the 3 games out in Group H. Albania got 6 points on the board, 2 wins, 2 defeats to their name. And as like France, though, they have got 3 wins and 1 loss. At home, France should take away quite convincingly 3-1 win for me. I'm quite surprised they gave Albania a goal there, but I am doing. So 3-1 win. That should also maintain France's lead at the top, unless Turkey put absolutely a butt-ton load of goals past Andorra in the final game in Group H. And I do expect Turkey to win. They do score 4 goals. I don't think it'll be enough. It might be enough, though. Depending on what goes on with that, that France game, that goal conceded might see Turkey sneak into top spot. But Turkey do come into this on the back of a defeat. I guess that must have been the France game, whereas Andorra, 100% losing rate. So that, my friends, is all I've got for you for match day number 5 for the European 2020 qualifying campaign. We'll be back for match day number 6 probably tomorrow, I think. No, not tomorrow. It'll be in a couple of days' time after the results of match day 5 part 1. Then we'll have match day 6 part 1. You know what I mean? And then once the results of this bad boy comes in, on that same day, we'll do, or the day after, we'll do the match day 6 part 3. Hopefully you can follow me with this one. I do love a bit of international football, but that's not all what we do on the channel. I'll let you know that I'll be doing live predictions. That's live, not pre-recorded. Live Champions League, Premier League, and Championship football starting in September on the channel. So make sure you check that bad boy out. I'll have a video out over the next couple of days to talk about this a little bit more detail, about the days and the times and all that kind of stuff. And the days look set in stone. Obviously, sometimes there are, especially in the Championship, 2 match days per week. That kind of messes up the sort of schedule basis, and plus my own personal schedule kind of disrupts the flux a little bit. But I'll talk more about that in another video. Just want to let you know that I'll be doing them live, and you can check them out right here. Make sure you get involved in the interactive element of that show. And also let you know I'll be doing live Blackburn Rovers watch-alongs on Twitch starting in September. I think it's the Rovers Millwall game. It'll be the first weekend after the international break, so we're probably looking off the top of my head, if I can bring up my calendar off the top of my head, probably around about the 14th of September, probably when we'll do the first watch along for Blackburn Rovers. So make sure you check that bad boy out. It should be a good laugh. It won't just be Rovers. We'll talk about Premier League games going on, any other games that are taking place at that same time. La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, whatever it is. I'll try and bring you up to speed with some scores as and when they happen. There'll be lots of stats and analytics going on behind me. It'll be quite a little number, a little statistical lover's nest. I don't know. Anyway, folks, but yes, that's all I've got for you. Make sure you stick your own predictions in the comment section down below. I won't be reviewing them as I do with the other prediction shows, but I'm just curious to know what you think will happen in this match day, just to see how, because you're all football lovers like me, and I want to see if I'm on the same wavelength of you boys, or if you guys have got something else up your sleeve. But anyway, that is it. As I said, back in a couple of days' time for Matchday 6 Part 1. We'll do the rest. And again, deep into this, later on into the year, we'll be covering more of the European 2020. Got prediction videos, squad predictions, all this kind of stuff up my sleeve, and looking to do those in the near future once the teams are confirmed and the draws and all that kind of stuff. It's exciting times to be a football fan. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Till then, thumbs up, subscribe. I'm out. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.